Coming up on OU Nightly. Big changes are coming for OU's football stadium. Hear how your game day seat will be affected and reactions from fans.
And the sun looks to stick around for your game day Saturday, but our next storm system could be affecting your weekend travel plans.
Plus, President Trump and New York City Mayor-elect Mamdani meet in the Oval Office.
I really think he has a chance to do a great job.
This is OU Nightly. Here's a live look at the west side of Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, the spot that will receive a major makeover in a couple of years. Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Colson Pocock.
And I'm Darby McCormick. OU announced the Palace Project today, a plan to renovate the west side of the stadium to improve the fan experience and increase revenue. The $450 million renovations include a brand new press box, new west side gates, and additional club seating, and is set to begin after the 2027 football season.
As a result, fan seating will decrease by about 7,000 seats. OU Nightly reporter Michael Thompson joins us in the studio and has fan reactions on the seating changes.
Well, in the SEC, they say it just means more, but more for Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium looks like less seating capacity. The home of the Sooners will be getting a new look, one that has not been the hit that the university thought it might be.
Schools like Alabama and Tennessee have mastered the SEC atmosphere. And as Oklahoma continues to adapt, students have their opinions on how Owen Field could improve.
I wish we would expand and, add like 10,000 more seats so we have like a fighting chance to be intimidating.
But Friday, the university announced plans for renovations that will see 7,000 fewer seats on game day, but add more suites.
Honestly, I don't think that's too right. I mean, student tickets should come first, but yeah, it's probably going to be more limited for the freshmen, even more now. I mean, it was limited for us already, but it's probably going to be more limited now.
Season ticket holders could have to move seats to account for the new luxury seating areas, sending social media into a frenzy. One person saying the university has sold out the middle class for corporate greed and that decreasing capacity is not okay, which OU students agree with.
We're new to the SEC, so obviously we were in the Big 12 like previously, so we didn't need that many seats. But if we're getting rid of them as the school's growing, compared to like the big schools like Bama and all them, it's not going to go that well.
I don't think it's fair to like the fan base. It's really only benefiting like donors and like OU football's pockets. I hate to say it.
Construction will begin at the end of the 2027 season, meaning the west side will be under construction during the 2028 season.
Probably won't be too good for those kind of games, the bigger games.
This is just one part of a long process, and future plans to renovate the north end zone could allow capacity to rise and make necessary adjustments to the changes coming. Though it has not been announced when we can expect those changes to begin, we will have comments on the renovations from the university leaders later on in Big Friday Sports. Guys, back to you.
Hey, thanks, Michael. Well, it's a beautiful Friday, a nice sunny Friday after a cloudy Thursday.
That's right. OU Nightly meteorologist Dylan Stroko is in studio with us to talk more about the weekend ahead as well as Thanksgiving week. Dylan?
Yeah, guys, the weather is nice out there today. The clouds have held off. The temperature is a little bit cooler out there today thanks to the rain over this last week or so. But the temperature will be warming up over the next couple of days. But we're watching our next storm chance that's coming in Sunday night into Monday. Now, it's not going to be cooling us down yet. We are watching another cold front that will be coming in later on next week, just ahead of Thanksgiving. That'll cool us down just a bit there. But coming up in our main forecast, we're going to be going into that game day forecast as well as breaking down that next storm system and taking a peek at your Thanksgiving week ahead. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Dylan. Coming up, President Trump meets with New York Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani. What the two had to say about each other next.
And car crashes involving deer are more common at the end of the year. Hear how Oklahoma Highway Patrol says drivers can stay safe when we come back.
October through December is peak deer mating season, which can be dangerous, even deadly for drivers. Just days ago, two brothers were killed after hitting a deer on I-35. They went out to check their vehicle and were struck by a semi. OHP says if you see an animal on the road, do not stop. And if a crash happens, make sure the area is safe before pulling over.
So the number one priority is their safety. So I want to make sure that if they can get their car off the roadway to a safe location, they do that. Somebody asked me yesterday, do we remove the deer? Only if it's safe for you. We only want what's safe for the person.
OHP says only call 911 if someone is injured. Otherwise, call a non-emergency number or OHP headquarters, and they will come and check it out.
President Trump and the New York City mayor-elect met today. Lyndon Potter has that and the rest of today's national and international headlines from the News Center.
President Trump met with New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani at the White House this afternoon. The two are meeting for the first time since Mamdani was elected mayor. Despite their previous clashes, they now have high hopes for their hometown.
Very productive meeting. We have one thing in common. We want this city of ours that we love to do very well.
Mamdani will take office on January 1st. President Trump has given Ukraine less than a week to agree to his plan to end the war. The 28-point peace plan would require Ukraine to give up land and to add limits to the size of their army. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukraine faces the difficult choice between losing dignity or losing a key partner. Southern California is facing torrential rainfall and is under flash flood warnings. The National Weather Service said the area is on track for near-record rainfall in November. Residents have been warned of streets flooding and possible mudslides, in LA and Orange County. SoCal has had a series of storms this week and has had 4 times the normal amount of rain for Los Angeles. And the Coast Guard is reversing its policy and is now calling swastikas and nooses hate symbols. The Coast Guard previously declared them as potentially divisive. Colson, Darby.
All right, thanks, Lyndon. Coming up, an animal shelter in OKC is hoping to give their animals something to be thankful for this Thanksgiving.
See how they're connecting pets with their forever homes when we come back.
And we'll start the weekend nice and dry, but more rain is on the way. Stick around to find out when and where we could see it. Well, welcome back to OU Nightly. It's a lot drier out there today, and the sun is taking a peek out at us today. You're going to see the traffic flowing nicely out there on Highway 9. Current temperature right now about 64 degrees. A little bit cooler than it was this past couple of days, especially earlier this week where the temperature was well up into the 70s, and we can thank a nice cold front for that. You're going to see a stark temperature difference from South Oklahoma City to Norman from 62 degrees, and you're going to look up to the northwestern side of Oklahoma City where you're sitting in the 50s, and as you look across the rest of the state, you're going to see that cold front going from north to south. You're going to see the northwestern half of the state is nice and cool, but the southern half of our state is still staying in the warmer side with the temperatures down there in the low 70s. But we're going to see tonight the temperatures are cooling down into the upper 50s and upper 50s and low 60s as we go throughout the rest of the evening. Not a whole lot though as we go throughout as far as rain goes. That should be holding off for this weekend as we'll see into tomorrow. The temperature will be nice and cool though as we start in the morning. Tailgate hours about 9 a.m. That kickoff is at 11 a.m. for that Mizzou game here in Norman. Those temperatures will stay on the cooler side though as we start for the kickoff at 11 a.m. 54 degrees is that temperature. We'll warm up though to about 58 degrees by halftime, and we'll see those warmer temperatures in the rest of the afternoon, getting up to about 60 here in Norman, where areas to our south are getting a little bit warmer, 64 there in Ardmore, 65 down there in Lawton. Now we're talking about rain the past couple of days. Now you're going to see a lot of us here missed out on some good rain, especially places like Lawton and Norman. And one thing we notice is that drought monitor starting to pick up here, especially for places like Norman. We're going to see that severe to extreme drought condition. But we're watching the next chance for some rain and some showers and thunderstorms here. We could be seeing some relief. Now, Saturday is going to be nice and calm, not a lot of clouds out there, but Sunday is when we're going to be seeing that next chance for rain. Low risk for severe weather right now, mainly just going to be, like I said, that next chance for rain. That'll be moving out of here, and then by Monday morning, it should be nice and calm. Those clouds will be moving out of here by Monday afternoon. But as we take a look at next week, we're going to be seeing that, like I said, that chance for some rain here this weekend. There's that low pressure system that'll be bringing that chance for rain, but here is our next chance for some cooler weather that'll be bringing Some nice, cool Thanksgiving weather for us here. Here's that cold front that'll be moving through here, and you're going to see by Wednesday and Thursday morning, nice and cold. Now you're going to be seeing that on that 7-day forecast as well. The temperature is cooling right down into the 60s and even 50s by Wednesday and Thursday for a very cool Thanksgiving weekend.
That sounds good to me. Okay, so let's go back to the game though. I want to figure out what type of outfit should I be wearing to this game?
I'm thinking like sweatshirt and shorts kind of weather. You know, you want to plan for the cold in the morning, but it's going to warm up a little bit to about 60 degrees. So I'm thinking sweatshirt and shorts.
Sounds about right. That's a good outfit for me. I like that. That's just the perfect mild. I need that. But hey, it is time to give thanks, but also to give back. Oklahoma City Animal Welfare invites everyone to celebrate Thanksgiving early during their Paws Giving Fest this Saturday.
The event will be held from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. along with being free and open to the public. Guests can feed shelter pets a special Thanksgiving meal while they hang around. And if one furry friend or friends catches your eye, all adoption fees will be waived during the event.
And it's about time for Big Friday Sports, where you can hear more about the Sooner Stadium renovation plans.
And key stories to look for in the sports world, from high school to the pros. Keep it here.
Hello, I'm Elle Gedman here with Peyton Davis, and it's time for sports. After arguably the best win of Brent Venables' career, Sooner fans are on cloud nine.
But this weekend, Sooner football is back in Norman, and with that, updates on the future of Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. This morning, the University of Oklahoma Board of Regents announced $450 million in renovations to the stadium's west side. The Palace Project renovations will include a reimagined west concourse and upper deck, additional fan experience areas, and a brand new press box and camera deck, as well as the construction of 47 suites and 6 premium club and lounge spaces. However, the renovations could cause some controversy as seating capacity will decrease by about 7,000. Construction is anticipated to begin following the 2027 season and completed by the start of the 2029 season.
Yeah, Peyton, as Michael showed you earlier in his report, the stadium plans have caused a lot of uproar amongst Sooner fans, with both positive and negative opinions. The project is being called the largest in OU athletics history. President Joseph Harris thinks that this is the right move for the future of Sooner sports by saying, quote, "By acting now, we are creating the greatest and most unique game day experience in sports," while Castiglione says that this is necessary for the Sooners to perform at the highest level.
Enough about the future. What's happening this weekend? The Sooners are facing off against Missouri, and there's a chance that the Tigers' star quarterback Bo Pribula could play tomorrow, as he was listed as questionable on Thursday's injury report. R. Mason Thomas, Gentry Williams, and Javonte Barnes are also listed as questionable for Oklahoma.
Back to stadiums, our very own Chris Holman is live right outside of the Palace in Heisman Park talking about Oklahoma's favorite short pants kicker. Take it away, Chris.
OU's Heisman, or should I say Theismann hopeful Tate Sandell, has made his last 21 field goal attempts and is 7 for 7 from 50 yards or more on the season. Both of those are Oklahoma program records. The rest of this Sooner squad knows how crucial his play is for this team.
Go down and punch it in the end zone ourselves, but it's good to know that if we can get him in position, he's going to go out there and execute. And we love that out of a guy, and we love Tate. He's an awesome dude. Got a lot of confidence, got some swagger. It's awesome to have a guy like that we can put a lot of trust in, and it takes a lot of pressure off our backs. Knowing that pretty much once we pass midfield, it's almost in Tate's range.
We're just confident in our abilities, and if it's on the call sheet, we're confident that we can execute at a high level, and that's just something that we're not going to have any other way. If we should have an advantage at every part of the game, and whether we like it or not.
He's been automatic all year. It's crazy. You almost feel like whenever you cross the 50, you got 3 points. Not a lot of people, not a lot of teams get to feel that way. He's an awesome kid. He's a cool kid. Everyone on the team really likes him, and he's really talented, and he's good at what he does.
Coach V saying that the strength of a team is the team, and special teams is super important. Like, we have, in my opinion, not even my opinion, we have the best kicker in the nation, and Tate Sandell. He's crazy. He can keep the shorts going.
Sooner fans are going to hope those short shorts stay hot when Oklahoma hosts Missouri tomorrow. But after his performance against the Crimson Tide, Sandell was awarded SEC Special Teams Player of the Week for the 3rd time this season. Elle, back to you.
Thanks, Chris. Let's take a look at what's happening around college football. The Kentucky Wildcats head to Music City, and they hope to leave Vandy singing the blues. Across the country, the Oregon Ducks are looking to defend the zoo against USC's Trojan Horse.
The Tennessee Volunteers are headed to the Swamp with the goal to take down the Gators in Florida for the first time since 2003. An 11th ranked BYU is traveling to Cincinnati in hopes to keep their playoff chances alive. There might not have been high school football last night, but playoff games continue tonight. OU Nightly's Hunter Cornejo has which matchups to watch for and the story of a team looking to defend their title.
Welcome back to everyone's favorite part of the show. It's the Huddle with Hunter. With state playoffs underway, each team has their sights set on the trophy up in Edmond. This week we highlight Washington High School as Coach Brad Beller and his Warriors look to add on to their dynasty.
The Warriors had the 4th longest winning streak in state history with 45 straight wins, including 3 state championships before Sulphur snapped it this season. Even with the loss, it has helped Washington as they go for number 4.
Yeah, it definitely stung a little bit, that loss, but I think looking back, it was definitely for the better.
While the Warriors are chasing a 4-peat, Beller knows the journey for this team is different.
A lot of people talk about run it back. You got to run it back, and you can't run it back the same way. You have to take your own path, your own teams, even if you play a similar opponent.
Washington faced adversity, trailing after 1 versus Chisholm, but responded by scoring 46 points unanswered.
We just can't walk into a game and think we're the best team ever. We have to be side by side each other every step of the way, down or up. Keep that same energy.
With a we are one mentality, the brotherhood goes beyond the gridiron.
We are a close-knit team, so I think that helps us out. We're all going to die for our brother out on the field.
The opportunity to win a 4th straight is one many programs do not get.
If we were able to accomplish it, I think you put yourself in rare air. I think already the program is there, but to say 4 in a row and to send a senior class off where they never lost their last game would be something that we would be so proud of.
And the Warriors host the 9-2 Kiefer Trojans tonight at 7 p.m. in a rematch of last year's quarterfinals. And in 6A1, OU commit Caden Penny and the Bixby Spartans start the chase for an 8th straight state championship. Mustang heads up the Turner Turnpike to take on the Broken Arrow Tigers. And in 6A2, the defending state champ Choctaw head up to Sapulpa. Peyton L., back to you.
Thanks, Hunter. Don't go anywhere. We still have many Sooner sports to talk about.
We'll start with basketball and find out what to wear tomorrow, next in the Game Day Forecast.
Well, the weather is nice out there today, and that's going to continue on into tomorrow, but the temperature is going to be nice and cool as we start off tomorrow morning, but we're going to be warming up into the 50s and eventually into the 60s. The rain will hold off, though, as we get into the rest of this weekend, but it will come back by Sunday and into Monday. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Dylan. Welcome back to Big Friday Sports. Thanks for sticking around. You'll be glad you did.
We've talked football, so let's bounce over to basketball. OU men's basketball played Oral Roberts last night, and OU Nightly's Dalton Davis was there to catch the game. Dalton.
Oklahoma hosted Oral Roberts on Thursday and did exactly what they were supposed to do. The biggest lead of the game was 32 points, and the team had 34 rebounds, 16 assists, and 13 steals. Like, look at this three from Darion Reed, nothing but butter. Then an absolute dot to Tay Davis for the Kona three, bang. And an assist from Xavier Brown to Nigel Pack. Come here, boy. Hand down, man down. The Oklahoma Sooners won the game 95-71, and Muhammad Wagi was the driving force. He led the team with 20 points on 75% shooting, which is now his new career high. He also added on 7 rebounds and a block. The Sooners are now 3-2 on the season, and his team may not be calling him Wagi anymore. They may be calling him Wagyu, the way he is A1.
It's good. I feel like I'm trying to emphasize on finish around the rim, and I did pretty good at that today. And then just run through the plays. Like, my teammates really good guys, so they always find me at the right spot.
We threw it to Mo. He caught it, took his time, and then went and then took his spun. And he's slowing down a little bit. Sometimes when he gets the ball, We play through him on the three-point line. He knows how to hand off screen. But when he catches it inside, sometimes he rushes. And I thought he found his feet, gathered himself, and went and made a couple moves. So he's slowing down a little. So he's unbelievably valuable to the energy level of what we need to do.
Reporting from Lloyd Noble Center, I'm Dalton Davis, OU Nightly.
Thank you, Dalton. In the NBA, OKC is coming off a win over Sacramento, and the Thunder are used to Loud City, but they're going to hear some music tonight. The OKC Thunder travel to Utah to take on the Jazz. This is their first of 4 matchups this year, and the Jazz are playing off-key at 5 and 9. Tip-off is at 9. Peyton, how are the Sooners in the NBA doing?
Yeah, there's 2 Sooners to keep an eye out for this weekend in the NBA, and that's Jeremiah Fears and Austin Reeves. Reeves dropped 26 points on Tuesday against the Jazz, and he'll play them again on Sunday. And tonight you can catch Fears looking to reign in the Mavericks at 7 p.m.
The OU volleyball team is looking red hot, moving to the second round of the SEC tournament. They were ready to face the Hawks today, showing Arkansas that Crimson is better than Cardinal, beating them 3-1.
OU Wrestling has started their season and are currently 1-1, but they've yet to have a match at home. That changes on Sunday when they host Indiana. We had an exclusive interview with 2 members of the team on Sooner Sports Pad, and they told us they're excited for the challenge ahead.
I'm really looking forward to having a home opener. You know, it's a tough team that we'll face, but you know, we're up for the challenge, and we got a good Sooner squad, so I think we're all excited.
It's always great competing in McCaslin. The fans, everyone packs the field house, so we're looking to put on a show for them.
Keeping it in McCaslin, the OU men's gymnastics team just released their schedule for the 2026 season. The Sooners will start their season with some tough competition themselves. Their inter-squad scrimmage will be on December 13th. Thank you for watching Big Friday Sports. We hope you had as much fun as we did.
For Peyton Davis and Elle Gedman, have a fun and safe game day weekend.